For many fans around the world, June has always been one of the most emotional months for BTS and ARMY. It is the month that marks BTS's anniversary, a time filled with memories, celebrations, and reflection on how far the group has come since debuting in 2013. But this year, June feels even more meaningful, especially for fans of Jimin. As BTS prepares for their highly anticipated concerts at the Busan Asiad main stadium on June 12th and 13th, something extraordinary is quietly unfolding in the background, and according to fans, it is much bigger than anyone expected. Busan, the hometown of Jimin, is beginning to transform into what many fans are now calling Jimin City. At first, it sounded almost too unbelievable to be true. A subway train wrapped entirely in Jimin advertisements, stations decorated with his images and adorable character designs, hundreds of screens across multiple stations playing videos dedicated to him. It almost sounded like the kind of rumor ARMY would joke about online, until details of a large-scale fan support project began spreading across social media. Suddenly, fans realized this was not simply another birthday cafe event or a few banners hanging around concert venues. This was massive. The project, known as Jimn World, is reportedly being organized by dedicated fans ahead of BTS's highly anticipated concerts before BTS's Busan concerts, creating an experience where visitors arriving in the city will immediately feel Jimin's presence almost everywhere they go. And for many fans, the emotional impact of this moment goes far beyond advertisements or decorations, because this is not just any city. This is Busan, the hometown of Jimin, where he was born and raised. For longtime BTS fans, Jimin's relationship with Busan has always felt deeply personal. Before becoming one of the biggest global stars in music, Jimin was simply a young boy growing up in Busan, attending dance academies, developing his talent, and dreaming about performing on bigger stages someday. Years later, those dreams became reality. But no matter how famous BTS became, fans have often noticed how meaningful hometown moments seem to be for the members. And when it comes to Jimin, returning to Busan always carries a unique emotional weight. That is exactly why the timing of this project feels especially significant. Not only are BTS returning to Busan for concerts at one of the city's major stadiums, but June also marks BTS's 13th anniversary, a symbolic milestone celebrating more than a decade of music, growth, and unforgettable memories shared between the group and ARMY. For many fans, it feels like everything is aligning at the perfect moment: a hometown return, a meaningful anniversary, and an entire city preparing to celebrate one of its most beloved sons. According to fan reports circulating online, one of the most eye-catching parts of the Jimn World project involves public transportation, specifically the subway system. On Busan Subway Line 3, one entire train carriage is reportedly being transformed into a fully wrapped Jimin-themed experience. That means fans riding through the city may find themselves surrounded by visuals dedicated entirely to Jimin. For ARMY flying into Busan from around the world, it creates something unexpectedly emotional. Imagine arriving in South Korea after traveling thousands of miles. You're excited, nervous, and counting the hours until the BTS concert. Then, suddenly, while navigating the city, you step onto public transportation and realize Jimin is everywhere. Photos, messages, visuals celebrating his artistry, reminders that this city is not only preparing for BTS, it's welcoming Jimin home. For many fans, that experience alone feels unforgettable. But surprisingly, the subway carriage may only be the beginning. At Sports Complex Station, the station connected to the concert venue area, additional decorations are reportedly planned. Ticket gates and pillars are expected to feature Jimin-themed visuals, including photos and cute character designs beloved by fans. The idea seems simple at first glance, but emotionally, fans say it means something much bigger. Because instead of only celebrating BTS inside the stadium, the excitement begins long before fans even arrive at the concert. The journey itself becomes part of the experience. Every train stop, every hallway, every station entrance, little reminders that BTS's return to Busan is something the city itself seems to be ready to embrace. And perhaps one of the most surprising details involves Busan's wider transportation network. According to reports shared among fan communities, the Donghae Nambu line may broadcast Jimin-related content across hundreds of digital screens located throughout multiple stations. The number circulating online has especially caught fans' attention: 512 screens across 23 stations. If accurate, the scale is undeniably impressive. For many fans, hearing that number immediately sparked disbelief. Could an entire transportation system really become part of such a massive fan support effort? The answer appears to be more complicated and more heartwarming than expected. Because some reports suggest that the city's transportation corporation may be supporting parts of the project. That detail, more than anything else, has left many fans emotional. Not because it feels flashy, but because it feels symbolic. For years, fans have celebrated Jimin independently through cafes, banners, charity projects, and digital advertisements in cities around the world. Donation drives in members' names. Even billboard campaigns in places like New York, Tokyo, Seoul, and beyond. For ARMY, celebrating BTS has never been limited to online support. Fans often organize carefully planned projects designed to create meaningful experiences, not just for artists, but for fellow fans traveling long distances to attend events. That appears to be exactly what is happening in Busan now. Because for many visitors, this may not simply be a concert trip. It may feel more like entering a city-wide celebration. Fans traveling internationally will likely experience BTS excitement from the moment they arrive. Subways, stations, visuals, messages, signs of anticipation almost everywhere. In many ways, the environment itself becomes part of the memory. And for people attending BTS concerts for the first time, that atmosphere could become unforgettable. After all, concerts are rarely only about what happens inside a stadium. Sometimes, the most memorable moments happen beforehand. Meeting fellow fans, exploring the city, trading photo cards, taking pictures at themed locations, sharing excitement with strangers who instantly feel familiar because they love the same artists. Busan's transformation this June may amplify all of that. And perhaps nowhere will that feeling be stronger than near the concert venue itself. The planned decorations around Sports Complex Station could effectively turn an ordinary transportation stop into something much more emotional. A gathering place filled with anticipation, excitement, and fandom energy. For fans stepping off the train, it may feel less like arriving at a station and more like crossing into an event space already shaped by ARMY love. Some online fans have even joked that finding directions in Busan this June may become impossible because you can just follow the purple. And honestly, they may not be entirely wrong. Because if reports about the scale of these visuals are accurate, visitors might find reminders of Jimin appearing almost everywhere they go. But amid all the excitement, one emotional truth continues standing out above everything else. This is happening in Busan, Jimin's home, the city where everything began. And for many fans, that simple fact transforms an exciting support project into something deeply meaningful. Not flashy, not superficial, but emotional in a way only longtime fans fully understand. Because after everything BTS has accomplished, seeing Jimin celebrated by his hometown feels less like promotion and more like recognition. As excitement surrounding the Jimn World project continues to grow, one thing has become increasingly clear. For many fans, this no longer feels like an ordinary support event. Yes, the visuals sound impressive. Yes, the scale appears massive, and yes, seeing parts of Busan transformed with Jimin-themed displays is undeniably exciting. But emotionally, fans believe this moment means something much deeper, because underneath the subway wraps, digital screens, and station decorations lies something impossible to ignore. Jimin is coming home. For longtime ARMY, there's something uniquely emotional about hometown stories. Over the years, BTS has often spoken about where they came from, the struggles they faced before success, and the memories tied to their early lives. And whenever hometowns become part of BTS's story, fans naturally pay attention. In Jimin's case, Busan has always been closely tied to his identity. Fans know him as someone who trained tirelessly before debuting, eventually leaving his hometown to pursue a dream that, at the time, must have felt incredibly uncertain. Like many trainees in the entertainment industry, success was never guaranteed. The road was demanding, competitive, emotionally exhausting, and filled with pressure. Yet somehow, through years of training, sacrifice, and determination, Jimin became one of the most beloved performers in music today. That is exactly why many fans feel emotional imagining what this Busan moment might represent. Because success often looks glamorous from the outside. Fans see sold-out concerts, luxury stages, worldwide recognition, awards, global headlines. But behind every achievement is usually a long history of sacrifice that people rarely see. And hometowns carry memories of those unseen years, the years before fame, before confidence, before certainty. That emotional connection may explain why so many ARMY are reacting strongly to even small details about the Busan preparations. Across fan communities, people have shared emotional messages imagining what it must feel like for someone to return home and see that kind of love waiting. Not just from fans, but seemingly reflected throughout parts of the city itself. And perhaps that's what makes this project feel so symbolic. Because Jimn World is not simply saying, "We love Jimin." It feels more like saying, "Look how far you've come." For many people, hometown recognition carries a special emotional meaning. Success feels different when acknowledged by the place that watched your beginning. And while fans understand that Jimin remains humble and private about many personal emotions, it hasn't stopped them from wondering how meaningful these upcoming concerts could be. After all, performing in your hometown is already emotional. Performing there while fans transform transportation spaces into celebrations of your career, that feels entirely different. And there's another layer to this story that fans can't stop talking about: the timing. Because June is not just another month for BTS, it's anniversary season. For over a decade, June has represented memories, milestones, and emotional reflection for ARMY around the world. This year feels especially important as BTS reaches its 13th anniversary, a number many fans see as symbolic of endurance, loyalty, and growth. Think about everything that has happened across those years: small venues becoming stadiums, skepticism becoming global recognition, dreams becoming a reality, and perhaps most importantly, a fandom that never stopped showing up. That emotional history is one reason why fans believe the atmosphere in Busan this June may feel different from ordinary concert excitement. It may feel nostalgic, emotional, bittersweet in the best way. A reminder of beginnings. And for Jimin fans specifically, seeing him celebrated in Busan during such an important BTS moment feels almost poetic. Because even after all the international fame, sold-out tours, and historic achievements, one truth remains unchanged: Jimin is still Busan's son. That hometown pride is something fans have noticed repeatedly over the years. Whenever conversations about famous Busan-born figures happen, Jimin's name often appears with affection and admiration. Locals have openly expressed pride in his success, and tourism connected to BTS-related places has continued drawing visitors curious to experience locations connected to the members. But this moment feels larger than past moments. Why? Because instead of fans creating isolated events in cafes or temporary venues, Jimn World appears designed to integrate directly into daily city life. Commuters might see it, travelers might experience it, concertgoers will almost certainly notice it. For a short period of time, parts of Busan itself may genuinely feel transformed. And if there's one thing ARMY has always excelled at, it's creating unforgettable experiences. BTS fans are famous for turning ordinary moments into lasting memories. Airport arrivals become celebrations, birthday events become city-wide experiences, concert weekends become emotional reunions between strangers who instantly feel connected because they love the same artists. Busan's transformation this June may amplify all of that, and perhaps nowhere will that feeling be stronger than near the concert venue itself. The planned decorations around Sports Complex Station could effectively turn an ordinary transportation stop into something much more emotional, a gathering place filled with anticipation, excitement, and fandom energy. For fans stepping off the train, it may feel less like arriving at a station and more like crossing into an event space already shaped by ARMY love. Some online fans have even joked that finding directions in Busan this June may become impossible because you can just follow the purple. And honestly, they may not be entirely wrong, because if reports about the scale of these visuals are accurate, visitors might find reminders of Jimin appearing almost everywhere they go. But amid all the excitement, one emotional truth continues standing out above everything else. This is happening in Busan, Jimin's home, the city where everything began. And for many fans, that simple fact transforms an exciting support project into something deeply meaningful. Not flashy, not superficial, but emotional in a way only longtime fans fully understand. Because after everything BTS has accomplished, seeing Jimin celebrated by his hometown feels less like promotion and more like recognition. As excitement surrounding the Jimn World project continues to grow, one thing has become increasingly clear. For many fans, this no longer feels like an ordinary support event. Yes, the visuals sound impressive. Yes, the scale appears massive. And yes, seeing parts of Busan transformed with Jimin-themed displays is undeniably exciting. But emotionally, fans believe this moment means something much deeper. Because underneath the subway wraps, digital screens, and station decorations lies something impossible to ignore. Jimin is coming home. For longtime ARMY, there's something uniquely emotional about hometown stories. Over the years, BTS has often spoken about where they came from, the struggles they faced before success, and the memories tied to their early lives. And whenever hometowns become part of BTS's story, fans naturally pay attention. In Jimin's case, Busan has always been closely tied to his identity. Fans know him as someone who trained tirelessly before debuting, eventually leaving his hometown to pursue a dream that, at the time, must have felt incredibly uncertain. Like many trainees in the entertainment industry, success was never guaranteed. The road was demanding, competitive, emotionally exhausting, and filled with pressure. Yet somehow, through years of training, sacrifice, and determination, Jimin became one of the most beloved performers in music.